Yo, what's up, guys? Half Dragon, Half Wolf here, and today I'm hitting you guys with a tier list. So, for this tier list today, I thought about it, and I'm a big villains guy, so I thought I should make a villain tier list, but for Dragon Ball Z specifically. This is not going to include any other Dragon Ball Z shows like Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super. Is mainly focusing on Dragon Ball Z. Now, as you can see from the bottom images, I tried to put them in order. Every villain on here just came off the top of my head. So if there's any villains on here you guys think should be on this tier list, just let me know in the comment section and we can kind of discuss that. My opinion is really gonna, well, obviously my opinion is gonna be on each one of these rankings, but each villain that I rank, my opinion might change, it might differ, how I'm ranking them, etc., etc. We'll kind of get into that in the video as well. So without any further ado, we're gonna get right into this video, man. If you can just like and subscribe and comment, it'll do me a huge favor. But we're gonna start from the first guy that I remember. Hopefully this is correct because I do remember him being the first, and that's my boy Raditz. Raditz, as you guys know, was a Saiyan. I believe he was Goku's brother, right? I think he was Goku's brother. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but. So Raditz, as you guys remember, probably remember, I remember that it was him and Goku fighting in this fight. What I really remember is how weak Goku really was. Like, Goku and Piccolo stood no chance against Raditz, like in a fair fight. They had to legit do some slick stuff when they grabbed his tail, which, listen, it's a fight, so I get it. And then Goku kind of grabbed him from the back, and Piccolo did a special beam cannon. With all that being said, though, I'm gonna put Raditz for now. I'm gonna put him in B tier, and here's why I'm gonna put him in B tier. Without Raditz, Goku would have never gotten stronger. Now, what I mean by that is he would never found King Kai, and it never would have expanded his mind to train in a more diverse way. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I think Raditz is the reason why Goku is where he is today in terms of looking for different ways of training rather than the traditional way he was training. So I'm gonna put Raditz in B tier for now, but that can change. He was a tough villain to take down. Obviously, Goku died in that battle, which he often does. But for now, I'm gonna leave him in B tier. Yeah, we're gonna leave him in B tier. All right, next we got the Cybermen. I believe that's how they pronounce their name. Now, the Cybermen to me, obviously they're not that strong. I think their power level was 1,000. Don't quote me on that, but it was 1,000, I believe. Obviously the Cybermen wasn't that strong, but I don't know, just a little bit of nostalgia kicking in, but I really enjoyed their particular fights with the Z fighters. I remember Krillin went ham on them. We all know the famous moment of Yamcha being all cocky, and from that moment on, Yamcha became Yamcha. But these fights particularly was just really, really aesthetically pleasing. So I don't want to put them in C tier. It feels like it's not doing them enough justice. But my first instinct is putting them in C tier because they wasn't that strong. But they did provide a good fight for me, though. I enjoyed watching their fight. I'm going to put them in C tier for now. Again, this could change, but for now, I'm going to get them in C tier. Okay. I believe that's the end of that arc, but maybe it's all the same arc with the Saiyans, which is Nappa and Vegeta. But we're about to get to those two right now. Now, Nappa. This is when things started to get real for me when it came to Dragon Ball Z. I'm going to be honest with you. Because Nappa, to me, when they were fighting Nappa, I was thinking to myself, who is going to beat this dude? He was so strong to me. Like, I remember he did that attack where he like put his finger up and destroyed a whole city in Dragon Ball GT, I think it was. But he also did it in this when he like destroyed like a big area. I'm like, bruh, can't nobody beat this dude. It's gonna be impossible. So just for that reason, and the fact that it took a lot just to scar this dude. Like, It took everything they had just to scar this cat, and they still didn't really. They didn't beat him technically. Goku had to come beat him. So I'm putting Raditz. I'm putting Nappa in the B tier too. I'm gonna put him ahead of Raditz actually because one, he was stronger than Raditz. Even though I'm not basing it off of one was stronger than the other, as we will come to see. But Raditz got to be in the B tier. He can't be no less than B tier. There's no way. All right. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, Vegeta's my boy. I'm going to tell you that from the rip. Vegeta's my guy. He's always going to be my guy. He's probably my favorite. No, he's not my favorite. He's one of my favorite. Somebody else actually to dethrone him. But we'll get into that some other time. All right, so Vegeta. Vegeta and Goku fight, one of the most epic, one of the most iconic fights in the series, obviously. Vegeta's strength was really, really formidable. I believe, and I'm not sure if we can verify this, but I believe that in their base form, Vegeta was actually stronger than Goku in that particular fight, their first fight I'm talking about. Goku obviously had the Kaioken technique, but I think that in that form, like the base form, Vegeta was still stronger than him. So I got Vegeta in the A tier just based off his strength, his personality, his confidence, and his toughness to take him down. And technically, he could have been killed, but again, it took a lot for him to take him down. All right, so now I do know at this point we are transitioning into the Frieza arc, if I'm not mistaken, with these characters that are left. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is the Frieza arc. Okay, so I keep doing that. Sorry about that, guys. I believe this guy's name is Dodoria. I just started to look up Dragon Ball Z villains. I didn't really look him up by name, but I believe this guy's name is Dodoria. And this guy, I remember he was beating up on the Namekians when I was a teenager or a kid. I remember being so mad at this dude. Like I wish somebody would like punch him in the face. And my wishes was granted thanks to my boy Vegeta, who was still evil at the time, but he still did me a solid. This might be a little bit of my bias because I really hated this guy, watching him beat up on the Namekians like he did growing up. Or just the fact that he was just an absolute coward when he was fighting Vegeta and ran away and did some... Yeah. He's going to C tier. I'm sorry, he got to go in C tier. Behind the Cybermen. That's where you deserve to go. Zarbon. Now, Zarbon, the pretty boy, or whatever he is. If you guys remember, Zarbon was in 2 fights with Vegeta. He fought Vegeta. He was a villain. He was Frieza's henchman. So was this guy, Dodoria. Zarbon was actually pretty strong though. Like if you actually remember, Zarbon destroyed Vegeta in their first matchup. He turned into like this like boogeyman looking creature and all, but Zarbon was that guy. I gotta put Zarbon in the B tier too, and I'm actually gonna put him ahead of Raditz, but behind Nappa. Only because Nappa, I feel like got more screen time. We got to see a little bit more of Nappa than Zarbon, which isn't the end all be all. But I just felt like Zarbon had some grace. He definitely was a smooth, pretty boy, but again, we didn't see as much. I didn't feel like I got as much from Zarbon as I needed. Having said that, he did serve a purpose. You can see how strong he was. So he deserves to be in the B tier. So yeah, I'm putting Zarbon in the B tier. All right, this guy. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't remember this guy's name. Tell me what his name is in the comment section. I didn't look it up, and I didn't feel the need to look it up because he was in it for like 10 minutes. I'm putting this guy, to be honest with you, in C tier too. I will put him ahead of Dodoria, but I'm still going to have the Cybermen in the C tier. It seems like the Cybermen is going to be like the king of the C tier for some reason, I feel like. But obviously, this guy has a pretty good technique in terms of he's able to freeze time. He can hold his breath, and that's a very, very handy tool to have. Um, but outside of that, though, he's really not strong at all. Like, I don't even know if he's even stronger than the Cyberman. That's how weak he was portrayed as to me. Like, he didn't seem strong at all outside of that technique. Fun fact though, I don't think anybody normally, like in Dragon Ball, you'll see like a technique kind of like used by somebody else eventually in the series. I don't remember anybody else actually using that freezing technique that he kind of uses. If anybody does, let me know in the comment section. But I'm being very generous to this guy, being to put him in the C tier. But for now, that's why I'm gonna leave him at. This is the whole Ginyu Force. All right, Raccoon. Now, Raccoon, the humanoid, as they call him. I've noticed now that I'm doing this tier list that Raccoon and Nappa kind of feels like the same character to me. I don't know if that's just me or not, but they feel like the same exact character. And again, just like Raccoon, they were big, huge guys who put up a really good fight. He actually beat the crap out of Vegeta too. And this is after Vegeta got that power up from Zarbon. And this time Vegeta didn't have a round two with Raccoon. Raccoon, I remember he kicked the crap out of, was it Krillin? Or was it Gohan? It was Gohan. He beat the crap out of them, but Gohan particularly got that work. That's back when Gohan was a punk too. I am going to put Raccoon in the B tier. I'm just trying to figure out where he's going to go. Where am I going to put Raccoon at, guys? I'm going to put him in front of Zarbon. It's only right because, again, and he was able to take out quite a few of the Z fighters. So, for now, I'm going to put him. Actually, sorry about that. Actually, I'm going to put him in front of Raccoon because he's a better version of. I'm going to put him in front of Nappa because I feel like he was a better version of Nappa. Very similar, obviously in body type and all, but yeah, Raccoon's going to be in the head of B tier for now. It kind of looks like this is like a power ranking tier list, but I assure you I'm not basing off a power level. And I'm probably not explaining it as good as I should or need to, but deal with it. Okay. Chase. All right, I'm going to tell you right now. Chase to me, I'm putting Chase in the C tier. No, this is not Chase. This is Birder. Sorry. Birder. I'm putting Birder in the C tier. This whole concept of Birder being super fast, I never got that idea. I never got that. I never really got that with Birder. I keep trying to call him Chase for some reason. Birder didn't seem that fast to me. They didn't really demonstrate his speed as far as being superior, except for that one time. So, and he really didn't do anything besides get beat up. So I'm putting Chase Birder in the C tier. Let me just get this guy out of the way now because I keep saying his name. Chase, he's going to go in the C tier too, making it real quick. He was nothing but a rat and a snitch to me. I'm being honest with you. He didn't do nothing either. He seemed super weak. And I don't even know how he made the Ginyu Force. He's going in the bottom of the C tier for now. And we got the Captain. Captain Ginyu. Captain Ginyu actually is pretty strong. He's actually underrated in terms of a villain. One thing I respect about Captain Ginyu is I remember a scene, I haven't watched it, but I remember a scene where Captain Ginyu had Goku dead to right. And I think he let him go because Chase jumped in and helped. I always like villains who have some sense of a fair fight. Now, that doesn't always matter to me if you're just a great villain, as we're about to find out pretty soon, but Captain Ginyu has some level of, what's the word I'm looking for? He has some level of honor